Okay, so today we are just doing a review, and you just had two problems to look at, basically to kind of get caught up if you haven't already. So, for this one, we have an example where they're talking about the number of toys that children played with when they were put into a play area. So, 3% of the time they played with none, and then you have like 5% of the time they played with 11. So in this one, they're saying write the event plays with at most two toys. At most two toys would be two or one or zero. So you'll see that I put two or less. Okay. At most two is zero or one or two. I added those probabilities up to get 49% of the time. In B, it says describe the probability of greater than three. That would be playing with four and five. Greater than three is four and five toys. So you'll see that I wrote that as this, right? Greater than three. What that means is playing with more than three toys. And when you calculate that, I add those two probabilities together to get 28% of the time. In number five, or not number five, I'm sorry, number nine, in number nine, you have a life insurance policy where there's a 21-year-old male that gets paid $100,000 if they die within the next 5 years. And they also collect, so then somebody would collect $250 per year, which adds to 1,250. Okay. So at that, when you add 250 for that many years, you end up with 1,250. So in this example, if that 21-year-old lives to be 26 or more years old, well, they've just paid 1,250. So this right here is the profit for the insurance company. You'll see that negative $99,750 because they've only paid in $250 and they're going to get $100,000 if they die at 21 and at 22, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. But if they live to be 26, their insurance policy expires and they will have paid 1,250, and the insurance money goes to the company. That's their profit, right? So when it says here, explain with a loss of 98,000, that's right here. It means that somebody died at that age and they've only made what would that be, one, two, three, four installments. They've only made four installments of that $250. So it means that the insurance company actually loses 98,750. You can see the probability there is very low, and that's why the insurance policies work this way. But they would lose money on that person. So in this one, it says then to find, so I wrote that down. The insurance company would only collect a small amount of money before having to pay out the 100,000, thus losing money on the policy. On this one right here, it's asking for this missing probability. Well, these all have to add to one. So I took one and I subtracted all of these very small probabilities to get a 99.1% chance. So what that means is that 99.1% of the time, this insurance company is going to make $1,250 on people. Okay, so they can bank on making that much. Okay, and that is all for today. I pop over to do tomorrow's lesson and I will talk about 10 through 14.